What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel, and today we is about to do a light reaction on Chrisean and Tasiki. I've been saying that I have wanted to do this since I've been doing thoughts on baddies. Yep, so we about to do a light reaction on Chrisean and Tasiki, and I've been told y'all that I was gonna come up here and do this slight reaction for y'all. Okay, so those of y'all that don't know who Chrisean Rock is, she is basically she's famous. She is known for being on Baddies and known for being with Blueface. Okay. And what she's known for doing crazy things like sucking toes and fighting and doing all type of crazy things for Blueface or whatever. So we're gonna get on. So Tasiki is Chrisean's older sister. And basically how we know about Tasiki is she basically came on the show when Chrisean had her, I'm not sure what that show was called, her and Blueface show that was on Zeus Network. Tasiki was on there for brief moments and arguing and stuff like that with Chrisean and Blueface, okay? So that's how everybody know about her. After that show was over with, Baddies aired again, and Chrisean brought her sister onto the show. Not sure how that happened, but she brought her onto the show. Basically, she wanted Tasiki to come onto the show, and she wanted her to slap a couple of girls because Chrisean was pregnant, so she wanted her sister to slap a couple of girls. The way how it's looking is that Tasiki told Chrisean, like, hey, bring me on the show. I'm gonna beat these girls up. Whoever's messing with you, whoever said something about you, anything, I'm slapping their ass. Bring me on the show. I'm about to defend you. That was Chrisean's sole reason of bringing Tasiki on the show, because Tasiki was supposed to come on the show and she was supposed to handle that. She was supposed to handle that for Chrisean. So fast forward to the show or whatever, you know, everything is going cool, but people are noticing that Chrisean and Tasiki are fighting, okay? So they're getting into fights, not physical fights, but they are getting into altercations. Not physical, but verbal altercations they're getting into. And I guess on the Sprinter, Chrisean is claiming that she felt fear for her life because her sister was saying that I could beat the fuck out of you or whatever she was saying. So I guess she had Marsh and the other one, I forgot the other one's name, to jump on Tasiki. So this is how their beef started up, okay? So I guess she got her friends to jump on Tasiki. Tasiki was fucking pissed off about that. She was feeling like, damn, you know, why is my sister having her friends jump me just because I don't want to slap a couple of bitches? And the girls that Tasiki was supposed to slap was Anna Mac and Woah Vicky, okay? But if you see Anna Mac, you see how skinny she is. If you see Woah Vicky, you see how skinny she is. Why would Tasiki, the way how Tasiki is right now, big girl, to me, I feel like she's big. She's not fat, but she's hefty. Why would she slap them for? Why would she? Like, what is she gaining out of this shit? And then everybody else is going to start calling her a bully because you big as fuck. You know you could beat them up. Like, come on now, like, what's going on? So she was like, you know, I don't want to slap y'all, but apologize to my sister. Chrisean was not trying to hear that. She didn't want to hear no apology. She was pissed off, da-da-da. So after that, I feel like that's when Chrisean started feeling some type of way about her, because she said, hey, I brought you on the show because you were supposed to handle business, but it seemed like you came on the show for your own purposes, your own reasons. So I guess after that, you know what I'm saying, Tasiki said she didn't want to deal with Chrisean no more because she got jumped by her friends and all of this shit like this. After she got jumped by the friends, it came out to where Chrisean said that Tasiki was playing house with her and made her eat her twat, okay? Allegedly. The thing about this is, what is kind of iffy about this is, why wait until after you get into an argument with your sister and you have your friends jump her or whatever you thought you were doing? Why would you bring that out on the show? Like, to me, it's just giving like jealous animosity a little bit. I'm not sure why I feel like she definitely wanted to humiliate Tasiki because Tasiki ain't come and stand on business like she was supposed to. And you could tell that really got on Krishan nerve, because Tasiki was supposed to come and handle her business. She was supposed to come and slap a couple of girls, and she did not do that. In turn, her friends had to end up smacking Vicky and having her run across the yard or whatever. Nobody touched Anna. But basically, that's what happened. So, nobody hit Anna is the thing. Like, what happened? Nobody hit Anna. And then now that what's going on is, I find that Tasiki and Anna are really good friends. So, I don't know what's going on with these girls, but it gives weird vibes with them. Like, literally. It seems like Tasiki is talking to the girls that Krishan had a beef with, like Anna Mac, and the rest of them girls that Krishan is beefing with, or whatever the case may be. It just seems like Tasiki is friends with those girls. It's kind of strange to me, but that's what they do. My thoughts on this situation is, I feel like Krishan should have never came out on the show and say, my sister made me eat my twat when I was 7. I feel like you should just kept that to yourself. I'm not sure what you were trying to do here. If you claim you were getting it off your chest or whatever you were doing, that's not the right way to do it at all. I just feel like you were very upset with your sister because you brought her on the show to handle business and she didn't do what you wanted her to do. So I feel like that's why you turned on her. And I believe that Tasiki did it. Don't get me wrong. I believe that she did it. But the thing about it is, you was riding with her. You was with her. You was living with her. You said this happened when you were 7 years old. You've been with this girl, teenager into now. So why you ain't been addressed this situation before? Why you wait until you get on baddies? And that's why I feel like everything is scripted. Like, did they pay you to do this? Like, why did you come out on the show and say, my sister made me eat my twat? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Like, you publicly humiliated her. Everybody thinks that she's a graper. Everybody thinks she's a graper. I mean, as the years go on, it'll die down, but people still got that in the back of their head, like, hey, she made her 7-year-old sister eat her twat. So that's going to be in the back of everybody's minds from now. But everybody knows that Krishan is a setup artist, and that's what I think. I think she likes to set people up. She set her sister up to get her ass beat, which she didn't get her ass beat. Tasiki beat them hoes up. She set her sister up to get beat up. She set her sister up for failure. She publicly humiliated her sister. She don't care about Krishan don't care about nobody. As soon as you get on her nerve, she's ready to turn on you. So she publicly humiliated that girl. And then Marsh. She keeps bringing Marsh into her problems, knowing that Marsh keeps getting her ass beat. Last time Marsh got beat up real bad, face looking toed up, all because of Krishan. If I was Marsh, I would not be fighting Krishan. I wouldn't even be defending Krishan. Let Krishan do her own thing, because it seems like she's very scared of her sister, and this is something that her sister and her need to come together. Krishan, I feel like if you saying all of this tough shit on the internet and you publicly coming out saying that she did that, then you publicly need to address your sister, and y'all publicly need to work that out, whether y'all fight or whatever. Because I know a lot of people would be like, oh, you know, she shouldn't want to be fighting her sister, da-da-da-da-da. I don't agree in fighting her sister, but the thing about it is, you got everybody else fighting your battles when you and her really need to sit down and talk, because you know you were dead wrong for doing that. You did the same thing to your baby daddy, Ronnie, because I honestly believe that. She did the same thing to her baby daddy, Ronnie. Threw him under the bus. When he came to look for his son, what happened to Ronnie? That's the thing. What happened to him? And I'm going to do another video on really breaking down how Krishan is, because I feel like I don't feel like Krishan is a good person. I really don't. I feel like every time somebody get on her nerve, she's ready to flip on them. She's ready to set them up. That's what it gives. It gives set up vibes with her. And I feel like if you knew that you had a problem with your sister from this long time, you should have never brought her on the show. All right? And just because when she came on the show and she ain't smack up the girls, and don't get me wrong, I would have been pissed off if I brought my sister onto the show, I'm pregnant, and I brought my sister onto the show, and she telling me, oh, I'm about to smack them, I'm about to do this, I'm about to do that, I'm about to do that. But then when she get there, it ain't no smacking going on, it ain't nothing going on. So I'd be feeling some type of way too, but I wouldn't sit up there and take it to the extent to where I'm getting my sister jumped, and then I'm sitting over here and accusing my sister of doing something like that. Even if my sister did do something like that, y'all not gonna know about that. That's gonna be off camera. Off camera. Okay? You don't do shit like that. I don't know if they paid her to do that. I don't even know if it's true, but from the last episode that I had seen, was that the last episode? I think that was the episode before that, where I had seen where Tasiki was on the ground holding her head, whispering and doing all of those things. Those things are guilty actions, and I feel like she definitely did it, but she definitely was not expecting her little sister to put her on blast like that, because you humiliated her. Everybody thinks that she's a graper. Everybody thinks this. And then I'm not sure if that's the nephew or the cousin. He came out and said the same thing, that the whole family is weird. They do this, they do that, they do that. And I just feel like if y'all have family problems, y'all should not air that shit online. I just feel like all of this is attention seeking. All of this is just looking for publicity. Y'all just want views. That's what it's getting. And I just feel like Chrisean should have never did that at all. She's already, she just, I don't know how to explain it. Like, literally. Like, you should never,